Relax. Relax. Mm. All right, guys. Welcome back. We took a few days off to relax during the last few days before we hit fall.
Can you hear me?
We're back now, and we're gonna continue our quick reviews. Anyway, let's get started. So, and sorry if I have some background noise. I have a couple of wild-eyed dogs in the background. So, and they're gonna hang out with me because I just had dinner. Um, so today, let's see what we did. Um, so I only traded like maybe two stocks, but mostly one. Um, so I really don't know how the market was today overall. Um, I know with Tesla, it was very strong, and then there were a couple of times you had instances where you could have shorted it, like right around lunch and stuff, but I it was mainly strong overall. Um anyway, um I will say if Tesla was strong, it seemed as if a lot of the other stocks were a little weak, but that may or may not be true. Looking here on my list, um, the losers of the day were open, basically 6.5% negative, down to $2. Peton, oh, oh, it went 6%, but it's only 4.86, which is interesting. So Peton got over $5 again, Miss Munoz. Did you realize that? Peton came back up. You there, Miss Munoz? Um, I guess Miss Munoz is having some issues with her audio. Her computer speaker's not working, so she'll just watch. All right, Miss Munoz, if you have a comment, just put it in the chat. Um, but I don't know if you realized that Peton got back above $5. This is the third time in recent history. So I don't know what to say about this because the last few times it did a little come down. So I'd like to say this would be a good short. Honestly, I really would. Um, but I think you have to watch and see. Previous times we seen that this $5 area was an area to short. Um, we you may if you like Peton as a good short, you may say, all right, let me get in a little bit if you're planning on going the long run all the way up to 7 if it gets there. So if you're willing to wait and you say, hey, I'm going to average in anyway, then I could see you doing that. But based on the 50-day moving average, it seems like it's about to cross in the upward direction. So, I don't know. We can watch to see how far it goes, but it had a really bad day today. and it's still at 486, which is you know, I prefer 5 for shorting, but still it's a good area. So this is Car Avis, and we know what's been happening here. We talked about this for a while now. It's going to continue to head down. Um, so yeah. Um, you can get it now and just hold on to it. But like I said, it's just a little bit too much for me. The way it moves. If I had got back in when it was above $100, I probably would have just stayed. But otherwise, if you like it, stay in. We know where it's going down to. We've talked about it several times. Ford is high on our negative list. We don't trade this. Ford got all the way up to basically $15.
Yes,
And
ma'am. I can hear you.
it's oh back in 2022 it was even higher. Jeez. Um this was such an easy short um that it's ridiculous. So it's such an easy short that back here, if you had just been paying attention. This $15 level on the past has been a short area. It hit it again. Now we have these two new areas, 1140 or so. Um, I would just probably say, hey, um, to me the easy one is just to go with 15 short. But we don't trade it anyway. 23andMe, we know it at Roku. We don't trade it. Coin. Uh, we're going downhill. Um, for Bitcoin. So obviously coin's gonna correspond. Um, I would like Bitcoin to come down. XOM, uh, we're kind of just all over the place here. I guess at 118 was a decent short, but I don't know, like, it seemed like this is just floating. I really don't know. For oil, I haven't been able to get a good read on it other than to say when NASDAQ is doing good, oil typically is not doing good. And when NASDAQ is doing bad, oil typically, in my opinion, has been doing good, at least in recent history. That's all I can say. Um, the big areas like, hey, when it gets past 118, then you think about shorting it. When it gets down to like, close to 100, you think about going long. But everything else in the middle, I just don't know. So now we're in that range area where you can say, hey, maybe it's worth going short. I'd like it to be a little bit higher up, but it's not. So what can you do? Um, BA. Oh, Elisa, you see this for BA? 152. Okay, this thing has been falling. And man, I'm saying have some strength here. I love to get in, but this is in no man's land, this area. So it's really um you really want to see if you can wait to see how close we can get to this 120. I know that's COVID times, so the likelihood of that happening, but I think um after the holidays this is gonna go down, and I really want to get it at a good price. So let's just wait. Let's put it on the watch list. Um, you know, if it starts going back up, we can kind of maybe average in or whatever if you like it. But I'm really, I'm really wanting to, I'm really wanting to, just wait till it's a really good price before I'm interested in buying it. EBC, it's funny, my husband, um, he had bought some EBC shares with me when we bought them, and he kept his. And now he is getting dividends quarterly from EBC, and I'm not. I took mine and traded with it, but I wish in many ways I had kept mine and continued with the dividends. I kind of want to go back and maybe get some more. This looks like this is gonna bounce up. But it's really doing well. Um, and the funny thing is, these were $10 shares for the IPO for Easter. Eastern is a really, really good company, people. If you want to look into it, it's a bank, a regional bank here in uh, New England, Massachusetts, and it's a good bank, but it's maybe something you want to look into. I think for the smaller banks, I think it's a good regional bank, and financially they're sound. So you may want to look at this. This is on the uptick. Eventually we will get back to this 22, $23 area. Um, so so yeah, if you want to get some shares for the long term, definitely get them. Um, EBC, Hood, Dollar Tree. Um, so Dollar Tree, we know we like to buy it at a certain price. We're kind of at the end of summer now, fall. We just had official day of fall the other day. um, this $60 that it just hit a few days ago was a good, nice price. Um, I may try to average in after that, but if you can get this 60, this was a COVID number. I don't think it's gonna go down lower than that. So honestly, I really like this area and I like getting in now personally because I think for the holidays and stuff, this is going to come back up over the next 6 months or so. But that's just my thought. um, Macy's slowly coming down. Um, DKS sticks. Um, it's still up there. It's sliding. You know. It seems like it's about to take the turn. Obviously, you'd like to get it as high as you can get, close to that 240 area, but it's going to take the turn, when everything comes tumbling down. Amazon, uh, we went as low as 150 and then started to come back up. So, but this is also the 50-day moving average here. This is also is going to take the turn. So, um, I'm stuck in Apple. Mansana, I'm just stuck in it. And you know, I wish it would bounce back up. It may be going to take the turn soon, but I'm trying to give it this week to kind of just come back up. Maybe it could hit that 230 area. Um, we'll take a quick look at Google. This is trending down, so this is ahead of the curve, Google. Um, but it is trending down. Some of these you may want to get in ahead of the curve, um, just to get in early. Obviously, I'm a short person. Long term, we got the election coming up and all of that, so you you kind of have to just get ready for the inevitable. Um, what is this? Campbell's soup. Oh, Campbell's. If you stayed in Campbell's, it made it to 52. It made it there, you know. It definitely made it. And this, I was kind of upset with this because I had got in it for long term, and I was like, oh, it's taking too long. It had bounced around for the longest time, and then it started to come up, and then when it bounced back down to 40 again, I had just had it, and I got out when it came up just a little bit. I could not wait, but we were in it around this area when it was under 40 and a 39, 38, and we kept going in and out, in and out, in and out, making a little money. This was back in last year. So now we're on another year, and we're finally, this was last year in September when it got to its rock bottom that we said, this is our buy zone. Basically, same thing here. And then it took a year to get back to the top. It's doing the same damn thing. And this is a lesson. It took a year, and it's still not all the way at the top, but it took a year. It took over a year, really. But now, hey, why not? It has a few more months to go, and it will get up there. But this was a long-term play. We got impatient and got out because it was bouncing around too much. But it took that same year, September to November. It seems like it's gonna take here, September. Uh, what's this? So no, this was around October it started, but it probably started back in September if I uh zoom in a little bit. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's basically it went down September, it bounced around, and then it took a full year to reach new all-time highs. Um, over a year because it got into the new year. So this so yeah, it just takes time. And we couldn't wait, but that's just something to tell you that there's money to be made. And sometimes you just have to wait it out. Um uh American Airlines, I like this a lot. Americana. Um it's coming up, it's slowly coming up. Got to down to the bottom of 9. It's back here at this level, and it may come back. I don't know. I'm thinking it may come back down a little bit um before I will buy it. Um this takes a long time to cycle through. But I do want to get it if I can do it. I just don't want to what do you call it? Like chase it. Um but this is also a long-term play because you gotta hold it for a while. Um uh let's see. Target. Uh, let's see. Targeted a drop. Now it's getting back to this level where it has, well, now it should have some support, but it does have some support over here. So maybe this will be the level where it can finally move up to the next area, at least for the holidays. Let's see, McDonald's, Disney, who cares? Disney's still under 100. Nike, Nike will probably come up for the holidays. Um, hmm, Microsoft, okay, that seems like it's heading down too. Uh, Now you see Walmart, it's now above 80. So how long did we sit at 60 after the split? This was after the split, this area, when it just couldn't move off of 60. And now, if you just had stayed in it, this is May, and now look, and it'll probably keep going after the holidays. So now you got $20 profit, and probably on your way to $40 when it gets to 100. Meta 270. Now, I'm sorry. This is where I really want to short this. Um, Man, 276. I'm gonna see if I can jump in this tomorrow. I really want to hold this for a short. I think it's overcooked. It's too hot. Um, and so we'll put that in the notes here. Um, that's basically it. I'm not gonna go through too much, but we'll just go through Tesla. But Tesla had a really relatively good day, almost 1% compared to most things. Intel did good, nearly 5%. Um, but right here for Tesla, it's hitting this 260, where it could tend to flop. So, just be aware of that. You know, that's a sharp edge where it could tend to pop. Um, what is this? Huh. I'm not still in Tesla, am I? That's weird. Huh. I didn't think I was in this thing. I don't think that's true. I thought I got out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in and out. Anyway, Tesla. Um, so I basically just went long all day here. The only exception was this area here where I was shorting. Well, and at the end, I shorted during lunch and let it come down to VWAP, and then I got out. And then I tried to short around here, around 2 p.m., thinking it would come down, or maybe a little bit after 2, before 2. And it came down a little bit, but it came down here to VWAP, but I didn't get out. Then it went back up. And so I lost a few dollars, but overall I made good money on Tesla today. And when it was basically long, 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 and one nice short, and then another short that I failed on, but if I had got out when it hit view up, I could have made good on it. I just wasn't paying attention. But overall, Tesla was a long and a couple shorts at key times. One key time would have been the lunchtime. Um, and that's it. And I think, let's see. Um, I think Tesla. Oh, and I did get into DraftKings. Um, DraftKings was it was what did I do here? I think it was a quick long. Um, but I didn't stay in it for a while. I think this was a quick short. I think I did a couple longs here. If I had got in long here and stayed in until 12, I would have did better. But I was focused on Tesla because that's where I was making money at. So sometimes you can only focus on one thing, keep your sights on one thing. Anyway, guys, that's it. Uh, we'll talk later. And thank you. And please like, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to comment and stuff like that, and we'll try to answer you. Have a good day. Bye.